Hey friends, thanks for joining. My name is Anna and I am from For Real Guide, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to stop overthinking. Let's get started. Everyone overthinks. Why? Well, it's because it's entwined in our DNA. We're human. One source from the book Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, suggests that we're just worried and anxious creatures driven by fear and success because we evolved so quickly from being middle-tier scavengers to the very top of the food chain. Essentially, we're just watching our backs, just as our ancestors did a long, long time ago. And this instinctual part of us that's written in our DNA, it can get in the way of modern-day living. Technology, the fast-paced nature of our society, this fear, these emotions that are written in our DNA, sometimes we can feel like they absolutely control our lives. We get wrapped up in them. We overthink. Well, simply put, you are not your emotions. You are, in fact, just a person who's surrounded by these emotions, this fear, worry, happiness, sadness, anger. There are ways to combat these instinctual emotions so you can gain control of your mind. Okay, sure. Maybe we do have the power to gain control over our emotions. But how? Well, I'm going to talk through 7 different ways that you can stop that overthinking, cut through those emotions, and feel more grounded in the here and the now. The goal today is to help you gain clarity back into your life. One way to stop yourself from overthinking, practicing grounding exercises. I actually practice grounding exercises quite often. Whenever I feel caught up or my anxiety is getting the best of me, I tend to do yoga. Now, yoga might not be your jam, but there are plenty of other ways that you can practice grounding exercises. In my opinion, grounding exercises are one of the best ways to stop yourself from overthinking. The purpose of these grounding exercises is to get you more focused on what's in front of you, what's around you, and less focused on your thoughts. One powerful tool in a grounding exercise is breath. There's a grounding exercise called belly breathing. What is belly breathing? Well, I'll show you. To practice belly breathing, what you'll want to do is place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. You'll slowly breathe in through your nose into your diaphragm, and filling your belly up with air rather than your chest, like so. I like breathing out of my mouth, but you can always breathe whatever way makes you feel most comfortable. This breathing exercise is a great way to calm yourself down if you're having a panic attack or experiencing anxiety. I tend to experience anxiety in my chest, so this is something that really helps me feel much more grounded and much more calm. The other grounding exercise that I want to discuss today is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. The purpose of this exercise is to combine all 5 of your senses. Whether this is something that you speak out loud or you say in your head, what you do is you mention 5 things that you see around you, 4 things that you physically feel, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. This practice helps bring your attention to what's right in front of you while your thoughts pass by. Another way to stop yourself from overthinking is by practicing a mantra. A mantra is essentially a mind tool. This is usually done for meditation purposes. By repeating the same word, the same sound, the same phrase over and over again, you can eventually convince yourself that it's true. Anyone can utilize mantras to convince themselves what they want to believe. It just takes some practice. Feel free to write down this mantra on a sticky note, on a piece of paper, hang it up in your bedroom, write it in your phone notes. Just practice this, say it over and over again to yourself, and eventually you won't even need convincing. This third practice is actually quite interesting. It's talking to your feelings and your thoughts. It's tricky to organize your thoughts. What's my subconscious? What am I making up? What's causing me to overthink so much? Even though it's difficult, try to organize these thoughts and these emotions and speak to them as though they're visitors. These emotions, especially the negative ones, they're just visiting the real you. And you can talk to them. You can say something like, "Worry, please go away. I don't need you today. I appreciate you, but you're just not productive right now, and I want to be alone." This practice can seriously help combat those negative emotions and thoughts. This next practice is huge, and it might be hard, but it's very effective. Try and differentiate what you can and cannot control. We all do this. We start worrying about something that's completely out of our control, and it's a complete waste of time and energy. If you're someone that constantly overthinks things, what's important to practice is asking yourself, what can I control about this situation right now? After you figure out what you actually can control and you pursue that action, what you can do is then let it all go. You did something, you were productive, and now there's nothing else you can do, so let's move on. Constantly overthinking and worrying about things that are just out of our control are extremely bad for our physical and mental health. This next practice might not be for everybody, but it really can help. Have a belief in something, whether it's a God, whether it's the universe. People find comfort in believing in something that takes the control out of their hands. If you're someone that is overthinking, constantly worrying, maybe finding a belief in something might help bring you comfort. Taking stress off of your mind and putting it into something else can really help ease the overthinking and worry that you might be struggling with. Another way that you can stop overthinking is by distracting yourself. Distracting yourself can be very effective. Let's say you're waiting for some test results that are making you very nervous. Instead of sitting there, waiting by the phone, waiting for that answer, find something else to do. Some ideas are working out, reading a book, watching your favorite TV show, painting, playing your favorite sport. The possibilities are truly endless. Another very effective way to stop yourself from overthinking is simply asking for help. Now, admittedly, I am someone that struggles with this. I have a very hard time asking others for help. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of gal. But sometimes these thoughts and these feelings, they're just too great, too overwhelming for you to conquer alone. There is absolutely nothing wrong with asking someone else for some help. Whether that's a friend, a family member, a coworker, or a licensed therapist. You don't have to do it alone, but keep in mind who you're asking. Of course, your best friend that you used to go out with in college might not be a licensed therapist, and you shouldn't treat her as such. But there are licensed therapists, individuals that specialize in helping people overcome these worries and these thoughts that might be taking control of your life. I also admittedly see a therapist, and I love her. She has helped me so much in so many aspects of my life. If you're not someone who wants to venture out and sit in a therapist's office, go to a doctor's waiting room, there are other ways that you can find great licensed therapists that can help you online. You may have heard of it before, but it's called BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a place that you can chat online with licensed therapists regularly. And those therapists are there for you for as much or as little as you may need. Instead of wallowing in self-doubt and fear and letting these emotions completely run your life, you can find help somewhere else with someone else. Ask for help. I hope these practices help you recognize that you don't have to be ordered around by these negative thoughts and feelings that you might have. Try utilizing 1, 2, 3, or all of these tips that I mentioned today to help you gain clarity back into your life. I hope you found these tips and tricks helpful. I hope they bring you peace in your life and you feel like you can gain control of your mind again. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Again, my name is Anna and I'm with For Real Guide. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.